Hey YouTubers, it's Crazy Beauty here again, and this time I'm actually bringing you a review of MAC Spring Color Forecast Collection. It just came out today, this Thursday, in New York City, and I am sure it'll either be rolling out in your stores either today or next Thursday. You can already get the collection online, so if you simply can't wait, you can just visit maccosmetics.com and get your fix there. Let's get started with the review. I did have a chance to play with everything personally, and I picked up quite a few items. Honestly, to me, these are the standouts. I'm an eyeshadow person, so a lot of the products I got are eye products, but I'll offer up my thoughts on all the other stuff as well. Getting started again with the eye products, we have two quads. I picked up both of them from Color 3 and the Color 4 collection. Now, color 1, I believe, was pink in theme. 2 would have been corals. 3 was, again, with the purples, and 4 was neutral. So, starting with the color 3 quad. This is actually the purple theme quad. Of note, and I wasn't aware of this, it might not be such a new thing, but to me it's pretty new, is the packaging that MAC is using now for the quads. It actually looks a lot better, and it's a lot sturdier than it was before. It's on a magnet instead of on a button, and you can just open that up. Colors are not going to be completely true on the screen, unfortunately, but again, I will, as always, have a complete write-up and swatches and pictures of the products themselves on my blog, crazybeauty.com, so be sure to be on the lookout and check within the next couple of days, because I'll have that up for you ASAP. The 4 colors on this quad are Mink Pink, Bruised Plum, Black Tulip, and Jungle Moon. And, I mean, it's fairly standard in terms of your different shades of purple, but I love purples. I have to have all purples, and that's why this quad ended up coming home with me in the end. But that is color 3. I guess it's pretty passable if you have a lot of purple shadows, but I like to have it, so I picked it up. Now, color 4 was actually a surprise hit with me. On first glance, I thought it was pretty mediocre, nothing special. Just your traditional neutrals quad, and I passed it up. Then I did my usual twice over the collection because I'm a bit obsessive, and I decided to go ahead and swatch this, and that's where all bets were off, and I had to have this quad. Now, color 4 is, as you can tell, it's brown in theme, or neutral, natural, whatever you want to call it. The colors are Manila Paper, Flip, which we've seen before, Aztec Brick, and Creole Beauty. And the wonderful thing about this is if you're a fan of nylon, which is a golden white frost color, then you're absolutely going to love Manila Paper, because Manila Paper is identical when swatched. And I'm pretty pale, so the colors are going to show up true to life. But that's Manila Paper. That's the color I'm talking about. Now, in terms of other dupes within this, I found the color here, which is Aztec Brick, a Deluxe Pearl, to be nearly identical to Amber Lights. So if you're a fan of Amber Lights, this is Amber Lights' cousin, I would say. It's a little bit more brown and gold, whereas Amber Lights is a little bit brassier and has a little bit more orange copper in it. But it's really almost identical. That's the color right there. But that is actually color 4 quad. And I just suggest that you give it a second look, because you might end up being pleasantly surprised by it. Moving on to the next set of eye products, and a brand new product from MAC. It's actually the Crushed Metal Pigments, and this is the box that it comes in. I ended up picking up stacked one, which is, I believe, from color 2, if I'm not mistaken. Probably. But, this is actually purples and reds, corals. Sort of like a mix of all that's fun in these collections. And if you're a fan of Solar Bits, then you'll definitely be a fan of Crushed Metal, because they're nearly identical to Solar Bits, only slightly creamier. They still have that grit in the chunks, but when you apply it to the skin, they smooth out like butter. They're rich, they're pigmented, they have a lot of shine, a lot of sparkle to them. And honestly, I think they're pretty cool. I think they're going to be fun to play with. But if you could tell, you can kind of see it's gritty. It's very gritty. So you can sort of like pick up a clump on your brush and sort of smush it out against your skin. I would even try to use my fingers if I could. The other stack, which is stack 2, is more earth tones. They're gold and bronze, and there's a greenish gold color. So I mean, they're more natural, more along the lines of the Color 4 collection. Individual eyeshadows I felt were pretty passable. The textures on them were not so great. Not really a lot of luxe pearls in the mix. Like, yeah, a couple of frosts, a couple of satins, you know, some lusters. Not wonderful. Nano Gold, which I know a lot of people hate, was part of Color 2, so wasn't feeling that. One color I was feeling, though, as a neutral, is actually Rosy Outlook, and it looks white on the screen, but it's really a soft baby pink. And if you want to think of its counterpart, think of Blank Type, which is a matte squared from MAC, which is cream, and Rosy Outlook is pretty much the pink version of that. It's a soft, powdery pink. And in terms of texture, I believe this is a satin, but it feels exactly like a matte squared. So if you are into the matte squares, if you're into Blank Type and you want a pink counterpart, I picked up Rosy Outlook. But that was the only eyeshadow I ended up buying. Another, I guess, thing that people are excited about is the blush ombres. And these are a brand new product that we haven't seen yet before from MAC. And they're basically graded blushes. And they're large, like a mineralized skin finish. I'll be pulling it out right here. There are 4 of them, 1 for each color combination. And this one right here is Azalea Blossom. Let me open that up so you can actually see the color. Azalea Blossom is a cool bluish pink, which gradates into purple. And it's actually the color that I am wearing on my cheeks right now. So that's actually Azalea Blossom right now that I'm wearing. The others were a sort of muddy brown color, muddy on me at least, a dark bruised plum burgundy color, and then there was a more coral color, and this one was pink, and this was from Color 1, I believe. Honestly, they have a little bit of shimmer, not crazy, not high in the sparkle, no glittery chunks, nothing like that. They're as smooth as you'd expect any of the MAC blushes to be. They're really great for a soft pop of color, and I like that you can use either one side, the other side, or a mixture of the two to get a customized blush color for you. I know some of you are wondering if I got any lip products, and the answer is no. I felt, honestly, that they were all passable. We either had some really sheer glazes, we had dark glazes and lusters, and then we had a couple of frosts thrown into the mix that really just didn't flatter me at all. The lip glosses, again, were your typical run-of-the-mill MAC lip glosses. There were some really pretty colors, including a lavender color that I really liked. But honestly, I think we've seen all these colors before. I think there's very little that you can do with lip products that's so different, especially when you're trying to make them wearable. So in my mind, none of the lip products really stood out enough for them to come home with me. These are basically the highlights. These are the things that I picked up. If I felt that you had to pick up only one item in the collection, I would go with the Crushed Metal Pigments, only because they're brand new and they're pretty darn cool. If you had to pick up another item, I would go with the Quad 4. That's the Neutrals Quad, which again, I ended up being a sleeper hit for me. Everything else I just picked up just to, I guess, round out my collection, fill in some gaps that I had within my own stash, I guess. Hopefully I'll keep more in touch with the MAC world, because I have fallen off the bandwagon for quite some time, but not for long, or not for much longer. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. As I had mentioned before, I'm going to have a full review up with swatches and good product photos, I promise, up on my blog, crazybeauty.com. That's K-R-A-S-E-Y beauty.com, and the link is going to be, as always, in the sidebar. And until then, I hope you all enjoyed the review again, and this is Crazy Beauty signing off. Bye, guys.